Hey guys,
How's it
Hi.
going?
it's all extremely good and improving all the time.
Awesome.
Really great to have you here.
Yes, of course. Thank you again. Thank you for
Yeah,
setting
thanks for
this
having
up,
us.
and we're looking forward to digging in a little bit.
Hmm.
So, introduce yourselves, guys.
Yeah. We're each day. I'm Christopher Marszalek,
I'm Taylor Marszalek. We're
and
married.
we are. We didn't start the band married.
No,
We started the band back in 2018.
we weren't even together when we started the band.
Yeah, and
That is a
through
known occupational hazard.
yeah, I know.
Very true.
We've been warned a bunch of times. But we started the band in 2018. We've had a bunch of different people kind of come in and out of the folds of the band, and as we got older and life started to get more busy, it got harder getting people to play for gigs and get in the studio and be
Hmm.
a part of writing and all that kind of stuff. So people started to just kind of not fall by the wayside, but say, hey, why don't you guys just handle it and let us know when you need some help? And that's what we've been doing.
Hmm.
So we've been kind of running it, and we've had a couple people, play shows with us, and a couple people that stick around and played on the record and all that kind of stuff. So
Yeah,
Christopher Taylor, and then we got Sedona here. She's a month old.
our newest addition.
Yeah,
Hi, Sedona.
Say
her
hello.
due date was August 4th, which is the day that we dropped Ghosts in the Field, but she came 3 weeks early.
Yeah.
So she
Okay.
came
Okay.
July 14th. So she got to actually be there for the release and all that kind of stuff, which is exciting.
Yeah.
And then
Awesome.
we've got
Rocco.
Rocco back here as well.
Yo, Rocco.
he
He's
uh,
sleeping.
he has been on that section of the couch for every single song recorded on this record.
Yeah, we're in
Okay,
our
so he's
studio right now, so
so
he's.
he should get a part of the publishing, I think.
Oh, he
Hmm.
should definitely.
Absolutely.
We
Yeah.
should have put a credit on the
Yeah.
on the record.
Well, if he's in the room and it's being written, he influences the vibe.
Yeah,
Should get
exactly.
a cut.
And if we
Absolutely.
if he
Get a
still
cut.
has his chain on and he decides to walk around, you might hear it in the background of a song.
There is a couple of sections, at least in the rough mixes, where I know I heard his like clitter clatter from his paws walking around in the basement. So
So, where are you guys based? Where are you guys touring? Where are you guys gigging?
yeah, so we're in the Chicagoland. We're in a town called Plainfield. It's exactly what it sounds like. A lot
Bunch of
of
plain fields.
Yeah, a lot of farm fields around here. We're just on the outskirts of like the Chicago suburbs, so we're only about 40 minutes from downtown, which is really nice.
That's convenient.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, it's we're just far enough away to where
You need to
we
be.
don't we don't
Yeah,
have to
exactly.
deal with a lot of the downtown stuff, but we can get there when we need to, which is great. So we typically play in and around the Chicago suburbs. We've played downtown a bunch of times, but since Taylor's been pregnant, we hadn't really been gigging very much. So we were really focused these last, I don't know, maybe this last year actually. We were really focused on the record and just trying to get into the studio when we could, trying to write when we could. And we started this process of the record a little over a year ago with maybe 3 or 4 songs where we're like, I think we've kind of got a direction here. And then because I worked full time, Taylor worked full time, we were just trying to get into the studio when we could, and finally got to a place where we started to kind of get into the groove of like, oh, we got more songs that are coming out, and some of the songs were just kind of guiding us where they wanted to go, and then other songs, there's a couple on the record that just kind of fought us the whole way, but
Oh yeah.
we wanted to make sure that we got them on there because we thought there was a lot of potential in them, and we were really happy with the way that everything ended up. So yeah, sorry, that was a long-winded answer for Chicago.
No, no, no. That was a beautiful answer because I wanted to say, apropos of the album, that there is, some really, really beautiful songwriting there and really great musicianship and
Thank
craft.
you.
And it's been a real pleasure working with you on these songs. And I wanted to focus today on having a kind of a look at Right as Rain. That's
Sounds great.
Absolutely.
a really beautiful track. So what was the process of writing that?
I wrote that song when I was in college, so probably about 3 years ago now. And we were gigging pretty regularly, so I had the ability, like when I wrote it, to test it out. Oh, she just spit out her binky and threw it across the entire room. But we were able to really test it in front of a lot of people because we were gigging so often. But I did write it. I took a songwriting course through my school. I went to Columbia College Chicago, and you're able to like really craft your major there, which is really nice. So I would say that I kind of focused mainly on songwriting instead of like the music side of things. And my instructor, his name's Gary Yerkins, one of my favorite instructors of all time, and I will always say that forever. But he told us like all of these steps to write a hit. Like this is what you have to do. This is what Taylor Swift does. This is what
he has the secret formula.
Yeah, exactly. And it is really a formula. It's very mathematical. How many syllables are in a line, where like iambic pentameter and all of that. Very like poetic, and that was like one of my favorite parts of like English class growing up and studying poetry. So I wrote Right as Rain, and he was like, you should try to write a song that has like a saying in it or something like that. So I was like, okay, I just took Right as Rain out of, thin air and was like, how can I write a song about this? And then just kind of went off of it. I take from that, and then I also take from my own personal experience. So the song is based off of me and Christopher, and I just kind of go from there and kind of fill out. It was kind of a little of a formulaic song, so I kind of filled out the formula, and that's what created the song.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Well, it's a really really beautiful song. Why don't we have a little listen?
Yeah.
I wanted to play the rough mix that we started out with, to play the chorus of that, and then play that again post the mix, and have a little before and after.
Absolutely.
Sounds great.
So let me share my screen.
Great.
Your love is right as rain, and I can't complain when you call my name. You're right as rain.
Love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's I think that the possibility of one of the things that I love about remote working is that it gives us a chance to I'm in West London, about as far as from central London as you guys are from central Chicago, and this gives us a chance to collaborate from that distance. So
Yeah.
how do you guys record? What's your setup?
Yeah. So I went to school, technical school, to an institute called Dark Horse Institute in Franklin, Tennessee. It's right outside of Nashville. They've got a huge, beautiful professional studio, and then they have separately kind of a smaller studio for like the school portion of it. And I did audio engineering there and music business for a little over a year. I was there studying and interning at different studios and that kind of stuff. And I really just kind of fell in love with the craft of recording while I was there. And I've always, I've been a musician since I was in high school. but really I fell in love with actually like getting my hands on the knobs, right? And actually,
Yes.
playing with the gear, and kind of turned into a bit of a gearhead there, which was a lot of fun. Everything that I learned was on analog. So, I kind of took that when I came back to Chicago. I really wanted to capture the same type of magic that I was able to capture in Tennessee. So, on the easiest budget that I could, I kind of got my hands on some gear. So we're recording in a Focusrite Claret, what is it, the 8 Pre X, and I got a couple Golden Age Pre 73s and a UA 4710D, and then just some compressors and stuff like that. So we kind of record everything into with those units, and then Taylor's vocals for this track was on an AEA R84. So ribbon mic, I really wanted that kind of smooth, rounded off vocal. We knew that we wanted this song to kind of have that, almost like that churchy, with the organ and everything, a very kind of like gospel type of sound. So I wanted that roll off. So we used a ribbon mic for her vocals. And then I play on a Maple PDP Classic kit, all kind of, big wooden hoops. So everything, again, it's not all of that top end is rolled off on pretty much everything that we're playing. And playing on some Meinl cymbals, some dark Meinl Byzance cymbals. I actually, for this song and for most of the record, got I don't know if you've ever heard of ear trumpets. They're microphones, and there's one of our favorite bands out there, the Milk Carton Kids. They use these mics called ear trumpets, and they're all hand built, I think here in the United States, and they are just phenomenal mics for overheads on the drums. They're just so crisp. I don't have to touch them. I don't have to do very much work at all
By
to
the
get them
way,
to sound the way I want.
it is a beautifully recorded album.
Thank you.
Really,
Yeah,
really
it's
well crafted.
Thank you. It was really difficult for us to kind of get into the groove of it, because in the past we've done all of our recording like full band. We've either recorded live, or we actually had different musicians coming in and recording everything. But for most of this record,
I would say, like, sorry to cut you off, but
ahead.
I would say, like, we had the ability to hear the song before we recorded it.
Right.
And we didn't for this album.
Yeah, so for this record, like Taylor's saying, all of the songs were kind of crafted in the recording. So as we were laying stuff down, we were, trying new things and everything like that. It's one of those records where we only had maybe 2 songs on it that we got a chance to play live before we actually recorded it. Most people would advise against that, but we didn't have the luxury of playing live. So, the about 80% of the record, I play everything on, and then we had 2 different keyboardists play keys on a couple of the tunes. The more technical songs, I can play keys decent enough for some songs, but for this one where we wanted that big, nice kind of like organ sound and a little more technical playing, we had one of our friends, Tyler Stannard, play, and then another friend, Cody Stonebreaker, play on a couple tracks. And then one of my friends, Chris Meller, played lead guitar. I'm a decent enough rhythm guitarist, but by no means am I a lead guitarist. So he played lead on a couple tracks, and then one of my other friends, Nick Stubblefield, played bass on 2 songs. So everything else, though, we recorded here, and Taylor kind of ran Pro Tools and helped, run the desk while I was tracking a lot of the songs.
Yeah.
So
That's amazing. I wanted to actually solo a few of the instruments and have a little listen.
yeah,
So let me share my screen again. So those beautiful drums that you talked about. Really great.
Thank you. Yeah, we've got a nice 24-inch kick drum, so it's a big old kick. But man, I love the way it sounds.
Yeah.
The vocal recording, you mentioned the mic that you're using, so I thought we'd solo a bit of the vocal here in the corner.
Yeah.
Your love is right as rain, and I can't complain.
Fantastic. These songs were, a real pleasure to mix. I'm really, waiting to see the release.
Yeah, so it came out on Monday last week, or I guess this week still came out on Monday.
Yeah.
And so far, at least on Spotify, we've had pretty good reactions. I think so we did 3 singles. We did early February as a single, C'est La Vie as a single, and then this one, Right as Rain, all as singles. And so far the release has 15,400 streams total, which is great.
Amazing.
Yeah, which is great for us.
That's a really, really good start.
Yeah.
It's definitely the best that we've ever done.
Yeah. And part of the reason why this record was so exciting and fun for us was because we got a chance to work with you. Again, I know we had you master a couple songs in the past, but I wanted, I'm sure you understand as somebody who engineers, you can just engineer and you can mix and mix and mix. And especially with your own work, it never quite sounds the way that I want it to, right? So when I'm mixing Taylor and I'm mixing myself and I'm here in the process of it recording, I can just kind of get caught in this feedback loop of the mix is never quite sounding the way that I want it to.
Right.
So, we really jumped at the opportunity to work with you, because I didn't have to worry about it. I could trust your ear and trust your experience and your professionalism to get the songs to where they needed to be. So we really appreciate you working with us on this record too.
Yeah.
Thank you. It's been a real pleasure. And it's a lot easier to mix when the songs are well crafted, well recorded, and it kind of almost mixes itself. It's great working with you guys.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah,
thank you. We really appreciate it.
So good luck with the release.
Thank you.
And thank you again. I look forward to working with you again soon. And to anyone else watching, if you want to get your songs polished to a release ready level, send them over. I'd also be happy to jump on a Zoom call and say hi. Link is in the bio. Take care,
Absolutely.
guys.
Highly recommended.
Yeah.
Thanks. Have
Thank
a good
you.
one.
Take care, guys.
You
Thanks.
too.